Everybody stop the presses, we got another Yooka-Replaylee demo for you today. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I had early access to a special demo a few months back where I just said like, okay cool, this game's gonna be really good. They're changing so much about the core formula of what Yooka-Laylee is, and I really wanted to share my excitement because I liked Yooka-Laylee originally, even though it clearly had a lot of problems, but Replaylee was shaping up to be something really good. Fast forward now, it's the Steam Next Fest of June 2025, and I got early access to the demo that's available to you all right now for Yooka-Replaylee. And once again, they're changing stuff, and it's gonna be very good. So the demo I got to play previously was an extended look at Glitter Glaze Glacier, where you can see just a handful of new things here or there that they were going to be really focusing on making these worlds feel a whole lot more vibrant and filled with things to do than the original version. There was no real story content there, it was just, hey, check out this game feels, we're working, I swear. This demo now that's available to everybody is a completely new look at a revamped opening. It's one of those demos where the save data will eventually transfer to the full game, so you just got the opening segments to deal with here. And even still, booting the game up and selecting new game, I didn't expect a whole brand new cutscene that recontextualizes everything about your motivation from the moment go. We got this cool storybook telling like experience. You can see the faces for the talking heads are different now too. That little bit of flourish is very nice. And maybe the story in the original game was in fact about Yooka and Laylee treasure hunting with their ship, the Batship Crazy, that eventually crashes and you find yourself in a cave or something. I don't know. That was probably in there in the original game or in the instruction manual online or something, but it didn't matter. Here you have a brand new opening cutscene that then leads into a tutorial section in that cave. Hello, you don't even have access to a movable camera yet. It's just a pretty straightforward tutorial segment, which is just cool. Not just because, hey, the game gives you an opportunity to tell you everything that you can do with the basic moveset, but also, and I don't know exactly if this was the inspiration, but it would make sense if it was, if you remember the original Kickstarter trailer for the original Yooka-Laylee all those years ago, there was a cave segment that eventually went unused in the final product. Is this supposed to be a callback to that specific cave? If not, then it just means I'm a big fanboy and I've been a fan since the beginning, because if that's the case, that's really, really cool. And hey, look at that. When you pause the game, there's like a little Polaroid photo of the characters. That's just cute. That's just a little bit of extra personality that you can't say no to. I like this tutorial segment a whole lot more than what we had to deal with in the original Yooka-Laylee. If you remember, that original game just started off with you in the overworld and just said, go. You would open up the pathway that was blocked by Trouser, and then yeah, you can experiment with the buttons all you want for sure, but that was it. Then you found yourself in Ivory Towers and go. Plus that story starts off with this magical book already flying off, being sucked away by this pipe that's coming out of the Ivory Towers. In this opening, you actually get the book first. This is a much stronger opening and a great lead-in for what's to come. The book can also talk too. That's kind of cool, and that's actually the context for how you have some additional and modified moves that you didn't have in the original. The book gives them to you. I like that. Oh, the original cutscene with capital B has so much more personality as well. Look how furry Dr. Quack is. Not even talking about how furry Laylee is. Like, Laylee was already super furry in the original demo, but it's blowing me away. That fur is really driving my computer into overdrive, let me tell you. But then, once the book is taken away and you get your very first ever pagey, you can finally play around in a big 3D space, and once again, they've been making a lot of improvements. All of the additional moves that you have in your arsenal now just feel even snappier to activate. That roll move that was essentially the Talon Trot from Banjo-Kazooie, not only did they already get rid of the meter, which was a stupid thing in the original already, and that's great, but now when you press the trigger, it's like instantaneous. I'm amazed. The charge up you can do with it is also so much more seamless, and you can do it in midair now. Oh, and when you want to float around for a little bit, before, you would have Laylee flap around a little bit and you would feel like she was really struggling to get you where you need to be, but now you have a more basic, like Spyro the Dragon-esque glide, and it's not like you can do the glide forever. Eventually she does get tired and you fall down, but the combination of the greater distance plus the different animation just makes it feel more satisfying in general. But okay, you get to play around with the original Batship Crazy area, and it's basically exactly the same as it was before. Time to go to Ivory Towers. Before that, you get to go through the cave again with a rotating camera, so you get a brand new perspective, literally, with these modified moves in your arsenal. And now you got more enemies to fight. You have this brand new tail twirl combo where you can do the spin move 3 times and you do like a perpetual spin. That's sick. And if this is still your first time seeing whatever this game is about, you will already be seeing a bunch of new mechanics. You got this golden pig here, right? Like you hit him and then a little coin challenge pops up in front of you. If you like platformers like this, I know you like shiny things to collect. Having more of those things in this world, never a bad thing. This entire cave segment is completely brand new. And just like how the original cave segment was a really great lead-in into just the bulk of the game, this additional cave segment really works as a good thematic transition into Ivory Towers, rather than being simply a stone's throw away of where the ship crash landed. You got a cute little stealth section there too, man. Like, that makes sense, right? You're infiltrating Ivory Towers, why not have a little bit of stealth there, you know? But soon you enter familiar territory and you soon find Trouser once again, and you can make your way into the towers. And once again, there's a brand new cutscene that shows another brand new element. You have Pagey gates, similar to Mario 64 with the star doors, to further help you not being confused by exploring this grand building. You can't even access the pathway to level 2 until you have at least 5 Pageys. Such a simple thing that the original game lacked. And after that, yeah, that's about it. You can't actually go into Tribal Stack Tropics right now. It's only just Ivory Towers bit, which only took me about 20 minutes to complete, and it's such a tease because you open the door and I got very excited to see how they modified the first world, but just when you're about to dive on in, the game says, thanks, stupid, wishlist the game now, please. Until I realized that, yes, they did give me an early access demo, and then I updated the demo that everyone else got to play, and then, hey, look at that, there's a new thing to do at the very end. You get to play one brand new Rextro level. So if you remember the Rextro arcade games in the original Yooka-Laylee, they weren't all that, good. They were these timed score attack challenges that, yeah, was supposed to go for the whole arcade game thing, but they didn't really land, they just weren't fun, they felt like a waste of time, just something you had to do if you wanted 100% and didn't want to do, you know? Well, in Yooka-Replaylee, I am so happy to say that Rextro is so back. We have brand new dedicated Rextro levels where you play as this really cute little Rextro dino and you're doing this isometric platforming. You can extend your neck, you gotta collect some coins, and oh, it's really fun and charming. I like this a lot. It's so funny, to my knowledge, the original arcade games are straight up not gonna be in Replaylee. These are a direct replacement, and I think that's for the best because those things, once again, waste of time. This stuff here, this is really fun. You only got to do one in this demo, but if you look at the trailer, there's multiple levels that you get to do, and there's like so many extra challenges and whatnot. Now, what you get for completing all of them, I don't know if that's gonna be the same as the original Yooka-Laylee, I don't know, but I'm gonna have a better time doing it, and that's more important. If you followed me for long enough, then you already know that my barometer for quality platformers is pretty low, hence me really already loving Yooka-Laylee. But having gotten to experience just a taste of what Replaylee is going to bring to the table, I am just so excited for everything about this game, and it's one of my most anticipated games for the rest of the year. They seemingly really are fixing every single thing, whether it be a big issue or a little nitpick with the original product. And the main arguments that I see from just like loud, annoying people on social media is that why is this effort going into just remaking a not that old game, all things considered, into just having a full-blown sequel? First off, I'm pretty positive this isn't the only game they're working on, but also, what a cool opportunity to have here. The first game had a lot of issues. They really locked in with Impossible Lair. I love that game so much, but obviously it is a very different styled game. And while a sequel or something grander in the future is no doubt gonna happen, like we just have to wait a little bit longer, but I'm sure there's something there in the future. I love that in the meantime, we get to have a more polished version of the first game instead of just that first game being forever plagued with a bunch of issues. This ain't a Sonic game, all right? This isn't where we have a game that's just flooding with a whole bunch of issues and then you gotta leave it to the fans to fix it with some mods. Like, no, that's not really a thing here, okay? It's better to have an official product anyway. Plus, the original game is still going to be there, so it's going to be really fun in a few years' time to do these direct comparisons with the original and this remake. They're all going to be on same hardware. Like, it's just such a unique approach to a platformer, and I feel like we're really starting to see what Playtonic is truly capable of. They gave us really endearing characters with the first game, they gave us a fantastic 2D platformer with Impossible Lair, and they're giving us the game that realistically, I think a lot of Kickstarter backers of the original game wanted all those years ago. Like, it took a long time to get here, but we're here now, and I'm excited. On top of Playtonic Friends being this really great publishing brand for a ton of really great indie games, I am loving everything this company is doing right now, and that's even looking beyond having exclusive access to that original demo. I'm just a platformer fan, alright? We got a really damn good 3D platformers coming in the near future, and if you paid attention to that original reveal trailer, you would see that the Nintendo logo is there front and center. This was revealed before the Switch 2 was a thing, so now we have a really exciting 3D platformer to look forward to on the Switch 2. That's cool. I'm assuming they're talking about the Switch 2. It hasn't really been officially announced yet at the time of this recording, so could be a 3DS game for all I know. I don't know, man. I just think Yooka-Replaylee is going to be good. Wishlist the demo on Steam. Link will be down below. Thank you, Playtonic, for the hookup. I appreciate it. We're getting a Yooka-Laylee remake before Banjo-Kazooie remake. Bro, we're in such a weird time right now, but I love it. I'm okay with it.